This is BayRadio.
I'm Jeremy Kenton. Now, in medieval Europe, herbalists used to prescribe French lilac to people who had excessive urination. And we now understand that the cause of that excessive urination in those days was type 2 diabetes. Now, hundreds of years later, in the 20th century, researchers isolated the active ingredient in that plant. And this event led to the development of drugs called biguanides, which are there to lower blood sugar in diabetes sufferers. Now, since 1995, a different type of drug called metformin has been produced, which has become probably one of the most widely prescribed drugs in the world. Now, in the last few years, they've discovered that metformin and the earlier form of medication has an effect in terms of reducing the risk of cancer. And laboratory-based studies have demonstrated that both metformin and fenformin, the earlier type of medication, have anti-tumour activities. So, clinical trials of metformin for treating cancer are not as good as those for fenformin, and a new review from Massachusetts in Charleston argue that fenformin may be more potent than metformin in reducing the risks of melanomas, skin cancer. And so the original drug is now being used for the treatment of those skin cancers. And a new blood test promises to diagnose food allergies more accurately and offer a safer alternative to current testing practices. A trial at Guy's and St Thomas's Hospital in London have found that the test, called the basophil activation test, or BAT, is close to 100% accurate at spotting nut allergies. Now, what they do is that they take a sample of the patient's blood and they then attach nuts or whatever the potential allergen is to the blood sample, and the suspected allergic food being mixed with the patient's blood, the sample is then analysed to check for basophils, a type of white blood cell involved in food allergies. And the test detects the presence of a molecule called CD63 on the basophil surface, which is a sign that the patient is allergic to that particular type of food. And the results are available in less than 3 hours, and the test is 96 to 100% accurate at diagnosing nut and sesame seed allergies. And there is hope for prostate cancer patients, as an experimental drug may allow thousands of men who've been left impotent from drastic surgery to get erections again. The gel is sprayed onto the damaged nerves, helping them to regrow. And it's worked on rats by blocking a gene that slows down the path of repair cells to the injury. And normal blood flow to the penis is restored in just a month with treated rats. And the drug has also been shown to improve men's responsiveness to pills such as Viagra. And they hope that the drug will be released onto the market within the next 2 years.